Here are a few listener questions from Caden, 20 years old in Greenville, South Carolina, just up the road from me. Just a touch, maybe about 15 minutes. What should I eat before and after a workout? I'm glad you asked. You don't need to put a lot of thought into this. There's so much grinding and agonizing over anabolic windows and metabolic this and meal time, nutrient timing, and all this kind of stuff. Please don't grind yourself into dust over that, but there are some things you can do. So first, here are some sciencey words for you. Glycolysis and metabolic precursors for muscle protein synthesis. Now, normal human speak. Consuming carbs and protein before and after your workout improves endurance and recovery. And those are your two key factors: endurance to maintain energy and intensity during your workout, and recovery to maximize the benefits after your workout. So pairing protein with carbs pre and post workout ensures that your body can work hard, recover faster, decrease soreness, and improve performance in the next session. That's really what it comes down to. So, and as for the other macro, because we talked about proteins and carbs, what about fat? Well, avoid high fat sources pre-workout, mostly for GI issues. If your gastrointestinal tract, it doesn't like to have heavy fat before more intense activities, because those fats slow down digestion and they can cause bloating and cramping during higher intensity exercises, and no one wants that. If you do, you're weird. If you're doing sustained endurance training like 90 minutes or more, a long walk or a long slow run or something like that, then fats will be a good slow burn fuel source. Just make sure your intake is as minimal as possible and several hours in advance when it comes to fats. So your question is, what should you eat before and after? What do I suggest? Pre-workout, about 30 to 60 minutes beforehand. I'm going to give you some measurements. Do what you want to with this. This is what this stuff comes from exactly what I do. So you can adjust it. Don't get caught up in the numbers. Just adjust it to your body type, your body shape, your body size, your calorie intake, and all that stuff. But 20 ounces-ish of a whey protein shake, which is half skim milk and half water, with a banana, or a serving of Greek yogurt with berries, peanut butter and banana toast. But take it easy on the peanut butter, because talking about fat, peanut butter is a very calorie dense and higher fat. It's good fat, but higher fat source of energy. So be careful. Most people don't know what they think. Like a 1-inch thick spread of peanut butter between two pieces of bread is a serving. A serving size is 32 grams, I think, and that's like a tablespoon. So I think it actually says 2. If I'm remembering the jar correctly, I may say 2 tablespoons, but I know it's 32 grams. But if you take an average spoon that you eat like a bowl of cereal with or something, and dip out a normal human-sized scoop of peanut butter, that's going to be somewhere around 32. The scoop of peanut butter doesn't go 2 inches above the bottom of the spoon. Just a little swipe through the jar, and that'll do you good. What else? Oatmeal with honey. What about post-workout? You want to try to do something. There's all the talk about nutrient timing and the anabolic window, and there is some truth to that, but as I always point out, most of you are not bodybuilders or professional athletes, so you really don't need to grind over this, because in the end, your overall consistent protein intake and consistent overall nutrient intake throughout the day is what's going to do you most good. But if you want to get into a little bit more of the timing thing, you should try to hit your anabolic window within a couple of hours of your workout, of the end of your workout. Let's leave it at that. Let's not get too in the weeds on that. You should aim for something like a 3-to-1-ish carb to protein ratio, with about 10% of the total calories of whatever you eat of fat. So this can be lean, well-drained ground beef or chicken, or fish with eggs, sweet potato, raw spinach, bell pepper, olive and or avocado. Just watch the fats. Like if you have olive oil and avocado like I do, you need to do a little bit less of both. Maybe something like 7 grams of olive oil and a quarter of a regular Haas avocado. Add a slice of whole grain bread to help your carb intake. And of course, you can swap in and out with other veggies and proteins. Just keep your calories and macros where they need to be based on your goals. All right.